Burnley FC. The Clarets are the side that every season you expect to kind of finish in 10th position and get some weird results against big teams like Man City, Arsenal, all these sorts of teams. But this year, things have started off quite differently. At the time of recording, Burnley are deeply encroached in the relegation battle. And with fans starting to lose patience and hope, I thought it was time for Mr. Rebuild to come over and take control of Burnley. We're going to head to Turf Moor and take the Clarets from Premier League relegation battlers to European champions. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first day of Rebuildmas 2020, as today we rebuild Burnley. Lads, we are going to be posting so much content over the next month, and a rebuild upload every day from the 1st of December until Christmas Day. Welcome to Rebuildmas. If you guys are new around here, make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below so you do not miss out on any content. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen a rebuild video in the past, here are the rules. The objective of the rebuilds are to win the UEFA Champions League final. All games in the rebuild are simulated. We cannot use the new jump in feature in rebuilds. The Champions League final, however, must be played. And of course, do not get butthurt if I sell your favorite player. There's the rules and objectives. Now it's time to jump into the rebuild. So lads, this is the starting 11 we kick off the series with, the save with. And honestly, it's an okay side. I can see why they're struggling for relegation at the moment, but in terms of improvements moving forward, I'm probably going to look to invest in a centre midfielder for the future, maybe a new right back, potentially even go in for a new starting striker, dependent on what the budget is looking like. But we have got a lot of work here to do at Burnley, so let's get started. The first signing for the Mr. Rebuild era at Burnley Football Club is going to be for a new midfielder. Maximilian Eggstein is coming across here, the German midfielder signing from Werder Bremen for £16.2 million. And the first player out of the club is going to be Eric Peters, the Dutchman headed to Stade Rennais in the French league. Kevin Long also out of the club, the Irishman off to Huesca in Spain for £1.4 million. We have decided to go with a homegrown talent for the back line here for the right back position, an Englishman. It is John Joe Kenny coming down from Everton, £10.7 million. Pretty happy with that transfer fee, if I'm being honest. Trying to get a few of our aging players out of the squad. Jack Cork, while still he would have some room to provide a big impact for us this season, I'm thinking forward for the future, so we've sent Jack Cork to Leicester City. Ashley Barnes, another player that falls into this category, he is headed to Frankfurt for £10.2 million. And since we do have John Joe Kenny, that means we now no longer need Matt Lowton. Lowton headed to Marseille for £3.75 million. The clean out continues. Robbie Brady headed to Hoffenheim for £5.2 million. And we get ourselves a new starting striker. It is Divock Origi, the Belgian striker coming down from Liverpool. A huge addition here, £17.6 million. I don't think I've used him in a rebuild in years, so I'm very keen to see if he can provide a significant impact for us here at Burnley. Vidra also out of the club. He's headed to Frankfurt as well. I honestly didn't think we'd have enough money to go and make a fourth signing, but due to all the players we've sold, we have been able to do that. We have upgraded the midfield once again. It's another player coming across from the Bundesliga. This time, it is the Austrian midfielder Schlager coming across from Wolfsburg for £16.8 million. But no, the deals do not end there. Our third player that we have sent to Frankfurt in this window, it is Jay Rodriguez signing there for £6.6 million. What an insane window that was there. We have just taken a broom and absolutely cleaned shop here at Burnley. I'm so excited to see what this new squad can do. I'm very, very happy with the start we've had to life here. I mean, you look at the starting 11 now, it hasn't changed, honestly, too much in overall, but we've taken the players that were slightly older and virtually replaced them with players that have the same overall, that are like almost 10 years younger. It's going to be so much better moving forward. We've laid the foundations, but now the goal for season 1, survive relegation. Alright lads, we are currently just over halfway through the Premier League season, and I mean, 12th position, I would happily take that, but the thing is, we're only 5 points out of the relegation zone, so it is a very, very tight bottom half of the table. Quite funny to see Everton so far down the table, given how well they're doing in real life, but we find ourselves in 12th. We just need to strap on, strap in, and get ready for a big second half of the season. But we are going to look to make some more business happen here in the January transfer window. The first piece of business is Gudmundsson, the Icelandic midfielder, headed to Galatasaray there for 11 mil. The clean out continues. Ashley Westwood off to Wolfsburg. We've sold him for 11.5 mil. And all that is so we can make an improvement to the right-hand side of our midfield. We're signing a lot of Belgian players here, but Adnan Januzaj is joining us from Real Sociedad. He's back in the Premier League. Fun fact, I mean, it probably isn't that fun of a fact, but I met Adnan Januzaj when he was like 18, 19 years old playing for United when they were in Sydney in like 2013, and I had no idea who the bloody hell he was, but I said hello. Fun fact, not so fun fact, but Januzaj is coming to Burnley. But there we go, Januzaj the only addition to the squad, Gudmundsson and Westwood out of it. A pretty significant January transfer window, but I'm hopeful that that is enough business to keep us safe in the Premier League for this first season. Yes, it is, lads. We have had a nice second half of the season and have finished, like I said in the intro, in 10th position. Exactly where Burnley should be finishing in real life, or where you've come to expect Burnley to finish. So it's good to see I've steadied the ship at least in this first season. At the other end of the table, however, it is Liverpool who are Premier League champions for the second straight year. And the three relegated sides are going to be Newcastle United, West Bromwich Albion, and Brighton and Hove Albion. Liverpool do the double, getting an FA Cup win over Chelsea, but Chelsea do get their hands on the Carabao Cup, beating Wolves on penalties. Liverpool have done the bloody treble. Liverpool have won the Champions League here, 2-0 over Atletico Madrid. Insane. And it is AS Roma coming out as Europa League champions, 2-0 over Leverkusen. So there we go, lads. That is season number 1 done and dusted at Burnley. We've laid the foundations, we've steadied the ship, but now it's time to take them up the Premier League table and start building out an incredible side. So season 2 begins, and we're going to start off by providing Divock Origi with a new starting striker partnership, a striker partner. It is Alexander Sorloth, again coming back to the Premier League. The Norwegian signs from RB Leipzig for 24.3 mil. And as much as I love Chris Wood because of him being a Kiwi, I have decided to sell him on to New Zealand. I've sold him on to Inter Milan, I should say, for £20.6 million. That is a price tag I could not resist. And Charlie Taylor becomes the latest Englishman to play in the Bundesliga, signing with Bayer Leverkusen for 12.2 mil. Dale Stephens also out of the club. We've sold the midfielder to Sassuolo. And Ben Gibson, who I honestly didn't realise even played for Burnley, has gone to PSV for £2.65 million. I remember back when he was at Middlesbrough and they'd just been promoted back to the Prem a few years ago, how he was actually a decent wonder kid on FIFA. Now, 73 rated at age 28. All these departures, but finally it's time for another signing. Owen Wijndal, the Dutch left back, is signing from AZ Alkmaar for an absolute steal. £31 million when his value is £34 million. We've got him straight out of the bargain bin. And Ben Mee out of the club as well. £13.7 million to send him to Wolves. And just like that, we've gone and found ourselves an upgrade in the defense in the centre back role. It is Suyuncu, the Turkish defender. I was streaming the other day and someone said Suyuncu has the best hair in the Premier League, so we'll leave that up for debate. But Suyuncu is joining us here at Burnley for 35 mil. An absolute ripper start to life in season number 2 here. 3 massive additions to our starting 11. A lot of dead wood players out of the club. I'm very excited to see if we can eclipse that 10th place finish. But just a quick little update for you guys on how the starting 11 is progressing. Pretty happy with how rounded the side is. I mean, players like McNeil, Suyuncu, Pope as well, really stepping above the rest of the squad. But for the most part, this is an extremely balanced starting 11. Okay! I said I wanted to eclipse 10th position, but I did not expect us to be in the fight for European football. We currently occupy a Europa League spot here. 21 games into season number 2. We sit 5th on 40 points. We're only 5 points off the title, so we're closer to first place Man United than we are 8th placed Everton. That is nice. But I mean, it should come as no surprise given how ridiculous our opening transfer window was that we have done no business here in the January transfer window. Just want to keep giving the lads in the squad an opportunity to progress, improve, and get us some results. So a slight drop off in the second half of the season, but I'm still bloody stoked with that performance this season. 7th in the Premier League, 63 points. We might be playing Europa League football next year. It depends on the FA Cup and Carabao Cup results, I believe. But we have finished 7th in the Premier League this season. Liverpool winning yet another Premier League title this year on goal difference. And at the other end of the table, it is Sheffield United, Nottingham Forest, and Fulham all being relegated. Man City have come away as FA Cup champions, and Liverpool have come away as Carabao Cup champions. Bayern Munich, they deny Atletico Madrid in a Champions League final. Atletico Madrid losing for the 2nd straight year, but Bayern Munich European champs. And it is Tottenham breaking their trophy drought, beating Lazio 3-1 to win the Europa League. Also, just quietly, Divock Origi and Sorloth, they're forming quite the partnership. 20 goals and 19 goals respectively this season. Divock up to an 83 rating. This is nice scenes. But lads, that is season 2 done and dusted. I did not expect us to do as well as we have, but you know what? I'm not going to complain. We'll take it. Let's crack on with season 3 and maybe make a push for European football. Making big moves here to kick off season 3. A fan favourite at Turf Moor. We've sold James Tarkowski. Again, I feel like I keep selling our players to the Bundesliga, but we've sold Tarkowski to Hoffenheim here for £34 million. And we have decided to replace him with the Swiss defender. It is Nico Elvedi, joining us from Real Sociedad for £33.9 million. I was also torn about this player here. I was torn about this transfer. Nick Pope, out of the club, £33.4 million. He's 84 overall at age 30. An absolute weapon of a goalkeeper. But I think we just need to get in early and use that money to develop a goalkeeper that can take us to the Champions League final. And that man I have identified as none other than Dean Henderson. The Englishman gets his escape from Manchester United, coming to Burnley here for £54.4 million. So there we go, lads. I've virtually gone sell a centre-back, sign a centre-back. Sell the goalkeeper, sign a new goalkeeper. That's been my strategy for this window. But you know what? I stand by it. Pope, Tarkowski, out of the club. Elvedi, Henderson, into the club. Let's crack on. Little update again at what the squad is looking like. And I mean, our entire starting 11 now find themselves into the 80s. Dwight McNeil up to an 84. Yeah, Adnan Januzaj up to an 83 alongside Origi. I am very excited and very hopeful as to what we can achieve this season. Okay. Halfway through the season, well, on the 1st of January, we find ourselves, where else? The 10th position. If Arsenal always finish 4th, then Burnley always finish 10th. We are fitting in 10th position, 25 points. We're going to have to pick it up big time in the second half of the season, lads. Honestly, a little disappointed by that. I've decided to shake things up a little bit. Our first signing to the club has been sold after 2 years of the club. Maximilian Eggstein headed to Sevilla here. We have sold him for 23.5 mil. We have also decided to sell Josh Brownhill to FC Porto for 7.2 mil. And we have instead made a massive addition once again to the midfield, Declan Rice, bringing in and improving that English sort of core we got going on there. We've signed him for £40.4 million from West Ham. Also, I was looking through the free agents list because I felt like we needed some improvements on the bench. Bloody Gareth Bale is available on a free. He's 33 years of age. He's probably going to decline really quickly. But I'm going to sign Gareth Bale to Burnley. So there we go. 4 deals done again. I did not expect to be signing Gareth Bale on a free when I started this rebuild up earlier. But you know what? I love it. Bale, Rice, welcome to Burnley. Hopefully that's the little spark we need to push up the table in the second half of this season. I mean, we pushed up the table, but not as much as I would have hoped. We've taken like a little half step back this season. 8th position in the Premier League, which is disappointing, man. I wanted to qualify top 5 at least this year. Man City break Liverpool's title run, though. Stop them from going 4 in a row as they win the Premier League by 4 points. And it is going to be Stoke, Bournemouth, and Leeds United all relegated. Man City take down the Blades to win the FA Cup final this year. And we have lost the Carabao Cup final. We had our chance at our first piece of silverware in charge of Burnley, but it's Liverpool coming out as champions. Real Madrid win a Champions League classic 4-3 over United. And it is Roma getting their hands on yet another Europa League title, 2-0 over AC Milan. And funnily enough, we actually lost to Roma in the Europa League quarterfinals 2-1. So we weren't too far off a Europa League title in all honesty. But lads, a little bit disappointed with how we have gone this season. 8th place in the Premier League. We need to pick it up again in Season 4 and go hard as we can to try getting ourselves European football. Alright, we need to make some big moves if we want to make a push for European football. We've made the first of them here. Tammy Abraham returning to the Premier League, signing him from Valencia. I might have overpaid slightly, but it's going to be worth it long term surely. £64.6 million. And we have decided to sell Alexander Sorloth. We've sent him to Atletico Madrid. We managed to get 37 mil as well, which I'm happy with that. So not the most ridiculous window in the world compared to especially Season 1 and Season 2, but we've brought in Abraham, we've sold Sorloth. I'm going to hopefully make some more improvements in January, but I just want to suss out how we're going halfway through the season first. But again, I'll keep you guys updated. You've said in the comment section you want me to show you virtually every season what the squad's coming along like. And I mean, the squad is coming along quite nicely. The majority of the side getting into the mid-80s. John Joe Kenny lagging behind slightly, so might look to improve the right back role in January, but we'll suss it out then. Origi, McNeil up to 87 each. Absolutely mental. I did not expect Divock Origi to be doing this well, but I'm not complaining, that's for sure. On the cusp of European football again, but I mean, it feels like we're just struggling to break through the mold of the top 4. We find ourselves sitting 6th. We're 11 points behind Man United, which is concerning. We're going to need a massive 17 games here to get into the top 4. Alright lads, it's obvious we need some big changes. We've decided to sell Adnan Januzaj here on a little bit of a budget price tag, if I'm being quite honest. £37.9 million to PSG. And in replacement, we have gone and upgraded by signing Dejan Kulusevski, the Swedish right winger, signing here from Arsenal for £81.5 million. I've definitely overpaid slightly for Kulusevski, but I mean, 23 years of age, 84 overall, he's going to be worth it in the long term. I feel like the theme for the past few windows has been just selling a player and upgrading. Selling, upgrading, selling, upgrading. We've done it again here. Januzaj out, Kulusevski in. Hopefully that's the upgrade that's going to help us push up this season. Let's see how we finish Season 4 with Burnley, however. We have finished in 5th position here in the Premier League this season, which I think might mean Champions League qualifiers, if not Europa League definitely. Only 3 points away from Manchester United. We had a much improved second half of the season, but again, just finding it difficult to break into the mold of the top 4. Watford, Fulham, and Bristol City being relegated. It's so typical of Fulham. They get relegated 2 years ago, get straight back up, and go straight back down. So typical. Again, we fall just short of winning our first piece of silverware, losing 1-0 in the FA Cup final to Spurs. Get in there, lads. It doesn't matter. Screw the FA Cup. We've won the Carabao Cup on a penalty shootout. 5-4, and we've taken down Manchester City. Let's go, finally some silverware at Turf Moor. Liverpool getting their hands on another Champions League title, however, and Sevilla, the kings of the Europa League, adding another Europa League to the trophy cabinet. Divock Origi is on an absolute mad one. 26 goals. This man has gone up to an 89 overall. Insane. Lovely stuff there from the Belgian. He's running out of time, but I want to keep him in this squad for as long as possible. Divock Origi, take a bow. So there we go, lads. It feels like we're on the cusp. We're on the cusp of greatness. We just need to keep pushing forward, keep putting our best foot forward. And yeah, we're going to get there eventually. I'm trying to sound like a motivational speaker. It's not coming off too well, but let's crack on to Season 5. Alright, John Joe Kenny's time has come and gone. We need to be cutthroat here. Mr. Rebuild takes no prisoners. Benjamin Pavard is going to sign here as our right back for season number 5. We've signed him from Hertha Berlin for £62.8 million. I've also decided to sign Marco Grujic here. Our bench is really whack. We don't have a heap of money to spend on starting players, but I want to start thinking about the bench. I want to start thinking about European football. So Marco Grujic is going to come across from Liverpool for £23.4 million. And Randy Nketiah is going to sign here. I can't pronunciate the club that he came from, but the French striker signs for 17.5 mil. Robin Lenormand as well is going to come across from Stade Rennais for 28.5 mil. And yeah, just a window of additions to the side. Pavard, Grujic, Nketiah, and Lenormand into the club. A lot of Frenchmen in there, but Burnley starting to get together nicely. That's what the side looks like right now. Our starting 11, honestly, I'm pretty happy to see if we can go all the way with this starting 11 or a very similar starting 11 to this. The bench getting there as well. We definitely need to get a new backup goalkeeper and a few more additions to the side. Gareth Bale down to a 72 as well. Jesus Christ. But let's just see what Season 5 has in store. We are top of the league. Say, we are top of the league. Say what? We are top of the league, baby. Let's go. Shit, baby, let's go. Burnley top of the league on the 1st of January. We're also invincibles right now. We've really struggled to break into the top 4 mold, all rebuild long. And now we've just got a baseball bat and bloody broken down the door to get into the top 4. That rhymed nicely unintentionally, but we're top of the league. Fingers crossed we can hold on to that. We haven't made a pre-contract signing in a rebuild for what feels like ages, but I noticed that Joe Willock from Arsenal was available on a free transfer. He's exactly the type of guy that I would love to have in our reserves, in our bench, and that can grow still at only age 25. So in season number 6, Joseph Willock will be a Burnley player. And there we go, lads. Just Joe Willock in on a free for next season. Obviously didn't have heaps of money to work with, but I'm very optimistic as to what the future holds here for Burnley. Let's hold on now and see if we can not only qualify for the top 4, not only become Premier League champions, but also become bloody invincibles. That would be insane. Not invincibles, but Premier League champions nonetheless. We end up finishing only 2 points ahead of Liverpool here. But ladies and gentlemen, Burnley Football Club, the Clarets, are Premier League champions here in season number 5. Let's go! And at the other end of the table, it is Sheffield United, Bournemouth, and Leeds United all relegated. We get our hands on an FA Cup title finally. We've done the domestic double, but we can't do the treble as it is Liverpool absolutely destroying Crystal Palace 4-0 in the Carabao Cup. Spurs, they get a bloody Champions League title taking down Barcelona. And lads, Burnley Football Club, we've done the treble, the Prem, the FA Cup, and now the Europa League. We get our hands on European silverware here as we take down RB Leipzig 3-0 to win the Europa League. And honestly, some of the players in our side having absolute mental seasons. Divock Origi at age 30, 91 overall, has got himself 33 goals and 10 assists. Dwight McNeil, 31 and 8. Abraham 16 and 4, Schlager 11 assists. This is absolutely beautiful football, lads. But ladies and gentlemen, we say goodbye to a soldier of Burnley Football Club. It is Gareth Bale at age 35 and 68 overall. Gareth Bale is retiring from professional football. If season 4 was slightly underwhelming, then season 5 has made up for it. What a batshit crazy season we have had here at Burnley. We're in the Champions League for season 6. We're Premier League champions, FA Cup champions, Europa League champions. This side is cracked. And there it is, lads. The first look of Joe Willock in a Burnley kit. Hopefully he can provide a little bit of an impact for us off the bench. Into the real business though, our first proper signing for the season is for a backup goalkeeper, Freddie Woodman, the Englishman signing here from Newcastle United. And we have also decided to sign Carlos Soler here. Funnily enough, I've brought him in from Frankfurt to be a rotational player. Perhaps the world's most expensive backup player, £62 million. I've definitely overpaid but it's going to be worth it, hopefully. At least it's going to be worth the peace of mind. Oh my god, lads, we've signed Luis Suarez. No, not the Uruguayan one though. We've signed the Colombian Luis Suarez, the striker. Again, I've probably overpaid out of my ass for Luis Javier Suarez. £71.2 million for a backup striker. But you know what? I'm past the point of giving a fuck at this point. So a transfer window focused solely on backups and expensive backups on that. Woodman, Soler, Suarez, all into the club. And now this is what our side looks like. And I'm telling you lads, this is an absolutely ridiculous team. Look, virtually the whole left-hand side of our starting 11 is 90 or above. Besides Elvedi, we are absolutely killing it. This team is ridiculous. The bench is ridiculous. This season, better match the squad and be ridiculous in a good sense. I can't believe we're only just making the Champions League in season number 6, but we've been drawn into a pretty tough group, I would say. Dortmund, Roma, and then Istanbul. But Roma have been absolutely killing it in today's video with 2 Europa League titles to their name. Dortmund are always ridiculous this deep into career mode if they've still got Haaland and Sancho. So we've got a bit of a challenge on our hands. Okay, maybe not that big of a challenge. We have finished top of Group D in the Champions League, not losing a single game and only conceding 2 goals in all 6 games. That is unbelievable. Absolutely ripper stuff. Ourselves and Dortmund through to the round of 16. And in the round of 16, we have been drawn up against Lyon. Lyon versus Burnley. It's going to be a big challenge, but I'm hopeful and I'm very confident after the form we've had in the group stages that we can get it through there. Looking to go back-to-back in the Premier League as well. We currently sit top of the Premier League table. No invincible start to the season again, but we are currently 2 points ahead of United and 4 points ahead of Liverpool. Also, I'm going to let you guys know, not that I'm really bothered, but Will Norris will be leaving the club at the end of the season. He's joining Swansea City on a pre-contract deal. And that is the only business we've done here in the January transfer window. Norris out of the club next season. I genuinely believe that this side with Burnley can go all the way in the Champions League this season. Gotta back yourselves. Let's crack on and take on Lyon. Here we go, lads. The first leg is away from home as we travel to Lyon to take on Olympic. Need to get ourselves away goals on the board. I wouldn't care if it is a 5-4 win. I don't care if we concede 4, just as long as we score as many goals. We're going to jump in here. We're going to quick simulate the first leg. And the scoreline is going to be a 2-1 win. 2 away goals on the board. Beautiful stuff. We've got a narrow lead, but 2 away goals is massive. Elvedi and Zava getting the goals. All right, lads. So we're at Turf Moor here for our first experience of Champions League knockout football with Burnley. Come on, lads. Need to get ourselves a big result as we simulate here. Are we through to the quarterfinals? Yes, we are. It's a 1-1 scoreline. Divock Origi getting the goal in the 2nd minute. Kulsan's getting an equalizer in the 52nd minute, but we're through 3-2? Yeah, 3-2 into the quarterfinals. It is a replay of our group stage clash as we have been drawn up against Borussia Dortmund. Of course, we do have the wood over Dortmund. We only conceded 2 goals in the entirety of the group stages. Didn't lose a game, so I'm hoping that we keep similar form to what we had in the group stages. Some big clashes here, but we have Dortmund. Unfortunately, the first leg is at home, so we need to make sure the biggest thing is that we keep ourselves a clean sheet here. Come on, lads. Clean sheet, clean sheet, clean sheet. It's going to be a 1-0 win. Soler, oh my God, Carlos Soler came on in the 82nd minute for Divock Origi, and in the 83rd minute, got us the go-ahead goal. That is a brilliant impact sub. We have the 1-0 win. Come on. So bloody crucial that we got ourselves a clean sheet in the first leg. We dominated them in terms of shots and all that stuff, but we needed to make sure we get ourselves an away goal. Come on, lads. We get an away goal, and it's going to be so difficult for Dortmund to get back into this game. Quarterfinals, 2nd leg, is going to end up as another 1-0 win. We go through 2-0. We absolutely dominated them. I mean, look at that, wherever it is. 7 shots to the 1 of Dortmund. Origi with the early goal. We're in the semis. 4 teams remain. 1 of them Spanish, 3 of them English. We are taking on Manchester City here for the chance to face either Barcelona or Liverpool in the Champions League final. The first leg is away at the Etihad And again, you guys know the rules. We need to get ourselves an away goal on the board here. We're going to simulate the first leg. Away goal, away goal, away goal! We get an away goal. Declan Rice. It's a 1-1 draw. Pogba. Bloody hell, Pogba plays for Man City now? Pogba missing the penalty in the 62nd minute. But we get ourselves an away goal on the board, and it's a 1-1 draw. So we are going to watch the second leg here. It is at home. It is at Turf Moor. A 1-1 scoreline. We keep a clean sheet, and we head through to the Champions League final. Corner here for Man City. They're going to swing that one in there. It's gone. Potential counter-attack opening up here. We're going to go down the line there to Kulusevski. Kulusevski cutting it back. Going to Divock Origi. We take the lead. Yes! Another goal here. Would get us through to the final. Why did he pass it back there? Why the bloody hell he pass it up? Finish it. No, why are you passing that there? Lads, that might have been one of the most boring games of football I have ever participated in. Thank God we didn't play that game. But we are through to the Champions League final. 2-1 on aggregate, which at the end of the day is the most important thing. To face either Barcelona or Liverpool. So there we go, lads. It is going to be Liverpool versus Burnley in the Champions League final here for 2026. Come on, lads. Taking a look around the grounds at the other competitions. Hertha Berlin absolutely destroyed Manchester United to win the Europa League final. We have gone back-to-back as champions of the Premier League with Burnley, a second Premier League title here, and we ended up streaking quite ahead here in the second half of the season. Only 4 points off a Centurion season. We finished top on 96 points. And what a surprise. Fulham have come up and gone down again. Fulham, Bristol, and West Brom all relegated. West Brom only getting 6 points. That is embarrassing. We unfortunately lost the Community Shield at the start of the season 2-1 to Liverpool. Here's to hoping that's not an omen. Liverpool also won the FA Cup 2-0 over Derby County. West Ham have won the Carabao Cup. And lads, we won the UEFA Super Cup at the start of the season 3-0 over Spurs. How good. But lads, here is a look at the squad report as we prepare to play in the Champions League final here ahead of Liverpool. We have put together an absolutely insane side here with Burnley. I honestly didn't expect it to take 6 seasons for us to get to the Champions League final with Burnley, but it is what it is. If we don't win tonight, we're honestly going to have to make some big changes next season because we do have quite an aging roster. I dare say this is the last chance for players like Divock Origi who have absolutely killed it for us, but I mean, he'll be 32 next year. So if we lose tonight, we're going to have to probably sell him for a premium price. But anyways, lads, let's stop thinking about next season. Let's get it so we don't have to worry about next season. It's Liverpool versus Burnley, the Champions League final, season number 6. Come on, you Clarets! We've won just about every piece of silverware in this rebuild so far, but now it's time for the big one. Let's get the Champions League title. Go on, Schläger. Divock against his former side. Let's get a nice little 1-2 going on here. Schläger, look at Abraham. Tammy Abraham, one-on-one. Abraham fires us into the lead. What a start. 15 minutes in, the passing play was brilliant, and Tammy Abraham gives Burnley the lead. Got to defend here, lads. Liverpool, that's a nice ball out there to Jota. Can't allow them to get a quick equaliser. Pavard defending against the Portuguese winger. Swung in. Weak ass header, get rid of it! Goes out there. Thankfully hit straight at the keeper. That was crap defending. Corner for Liverpool. Ball going in there to Mo Salah. Swung in. They get the header. And just put it wide. Oh, lads, would love a second goal here before half-time. Rice going there. Look at the overlap to Schläger. Schläger, please. 1-on-1 with Alisson. Oh, what a save. Get the follow-up. No. Take it quick. Take it quick. Quick free kick. Going out there, Vindal. As you see the run of Dwight McNeil. Dwight McNeil getting the other side of Trent Alexander-Arnold. Looking for support in the middle here. We're going to look for somebody. Going for the rainbow flick. Going over. Origi. Beautiful 1-2. Oh my fucking God. What a goal. The rainbow flick into the 1-2. And Dwight McNeil, the man that has been here since day one, is going to double our advantage here just before halftime. That was crook. Come on, lads. We're on absolute flames right now. What a ball out to Dwight McNeil. If we can make it 3 before halftime, that would surely be curtains. McNeil looking for the braces. Blocked. The follow-up. The finesse. Oh, he's hit the fucking post. Come on, lads. We're all over Liverpool here. Their defense is absolutely shocking. Divock Origi to make it 3. And that's exactly what he does. Divock Origi against his former side picks himself up a goal and gives us a 3-0 advantage. Liverpool trying to get themselves back into it. Surely, we just need to defend here. We stop this play. Oh, get rid of it. Fuck's sake, Jared. Just get rid of it, mate. Good. Oh, they win the ball back, though. They go through there. That one's hit the post. Mo Salah, whoever that is, gets themselves a goal back. Why are you running to... You're 3-1 down in the Champions League final, and he's running to Klopp on the sideline. Sweet, be my guest. Waste more time. Do not. If they get a goal here, we might be in big strife. Defend. David going through. How are you letting him get in front of you like that? Good bloody save. Just clear it. Oh, bloody hell. Just get rid of it. Get rid of it. Fuck me. It's chaos, lads. Yes, good tackle there from Rice. Counter-attack. Look at the numbers. Be smart here, Jared. Be smart. Slide him in. Divock Origi, 1-on-1 to make it 4-1. Takes it wide. Chips it. Let's go. Come on. It's a murder. Divock Origi, the chip of dreams. We're going to win the Champions League title with Burnley. Blow that whistle. There it is, lads. Rebuild complete with Burnley. What an insane final. What an insane rebuild. Lads, if you enjoyed this rebuild and day one of Rebuildmas 2020, make sure you leave a like on the video. Scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. Lads, I will let you enjoy the title celebrations, and I will see you tomorrow for day 2 of Rebuildmas. Will be announced early on my Twitter, so make sure you go and follow the Twitter if you want to find out who we are rebuilding tomorrow nice and early. I'll see you guys then. Enjoy the title celebration. It's been Jared HD here. I'm out. Peace.